Hello and welcome everybody. This is Sergio. We are going to go ahead and do another video recap lecture, which is all about Google Shopping campaigns and prepping your data feed. Now, before starting this lecture, I want to note that it is going to be somewhat difficult for you to set this up if you're not a developer or if you don't have experience with databases and e-commerce websites. Essentially, you are going to need to format a product feed in the format of an Excel CSV file, an XML file. There are a couple of other formatting options, but these are things that most likely only programmers or developers know about and how to manipulate and create. So if you're not an experienced web developer or webmaster, this is probably one of the parts of the build, the account build for AdWords, that you want to perhaps consider outsourcing. There are plenty of great developers out there, plenty of great marketing agencies that can help you. If you want to just get an idea of what this is about, this video lecture will summarize the process in layman's terms for you. I'm going to provide you with several resource links straight to the Google support sections that will have up-to-date instructions on how to do this meticulously, step by step. Things are always changing as far as how the shopping feeds are gathered by Google, analyzed, and processed into the Google Shopping Network. So it's likely that there's going to be a lot of changes, throughout the year, throughout every year, as they continue to improve their platform to make a better experience for advertisers and shoppers. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. As you can see, I'm on the Google Merchants homepage because in order to start a Google Shopping campaign, you need to have a Google Merchant account set up and you need to have it linked to your AdWords account. So that being said, the first thing you're going to want to do, even if you decide to outsource this work or do it yourself, is create a Google Merchant account using the same login that you used for your AdWords account, preferably. So you can go ahead and sign in. I'm going to go ahead and log in with a work email here. And let's see here. Okay, sign in. Oh, so I have to sign up now. So when you click the sign up button, it's going to take you through a step-by-step process here to tell them about your business, agree to some terms and conditions, and then do some website verification. Pretty straightforward information here that you're going to have to provide: the name of your store, the website URL. Make sure to put HTTPS if you are using an SSL certificate. Hopefully you are. Contact details. You can leave this checked if you want to get updated with tips and best practices, and you can also check this if you want to be contacted to participate in surveys. And let's see here, you can add another technical contact if you'd like, so that the Google support team can speak to somebody else if they can't reach you, and another contact for customer service issues. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some stuff here. What's the name of your store? Test store. What's your URL? www. Just going to put one of my websites here. Sergio Icardi. Okay, let's see. Oh no, no adult products, sorry. Select country, that's what I have to do. So we'll go to the United States. This becomes available to click next or continue. URL must start with a scheme, HTTPS. All right, so we agree, hit continue. Claim ownership of your website. What you will need to do is either, same thing with Google Webmaster Tools, you either upload an HTML file into the main directory, and there might be some alternative methods here. For example, if you have access to the website's meta tag on the home page, you can drop an HTML tag right on the home page, kind of like the Google Analytics tracking code. So if you have access to do that, you have access to put this there. It might be a little easier for you rather than uploading this file, which you click on here, and then uploading it through FTP to your root directory of your website on your server. Then once it's there, you should be able to visit this URL, and it'll load up a page that is a Google Webmaster Tools verification page, essentially. Once you have that uploaded into your server, you can hit verify and claim. or choose one of these other options. For example, if you have this same Google Analytics account linked with the email you use to log into this Google Merchant account, then you'll be able to do it that way, or you can use Google Tag Manager. So I'm going to put skip here, and it's going to take me to my Google Merchants dashboard. I'm going to go ahead and now switch screens and go over to a different account where I already have a shopping feed placed in there, and I already have some data that we can look at. So for example, this is the dashboard, and if we look at the dashboards tab, you can see a little glimpse of the last product feed that was updated. If you hover over, you can see how many products are active, how many are awaiting review, how many are expired, and how many are disapproved. It's pretty neat account here, a pretty neat platform that Google puts forward for advertisers to use and manage their shopping feeds. You can have diagnostic issues that you can look at here. For example, you can see that the account's looking good from an account level, the feed's looking good. There are some items that have some long descriptions, which they're saying 38 items have that long description. If you click 38, it'll show you the feed ID, the description, the item ID, and the example of the actual title of that product. So again, this is something that's pretty useful for advertisers, I think. So you can literally see what's going on with all of your product feed errors. Let me just kind of hit back here. That was just one of the errors that it was reading. Another one is insufficient product identifiers, invalid number, value in attribute shipping weight, and missing microdata for condition. These are all things that your product feed will have to contain, and if they're not done correctly or they're missing, Google will report it to you here. So if your webmasters having a hard time figuring it out, maybe point out the fact that in Google Merchants, you can actually click on the diagnostics and see pretty much exactly what's wrong and why your feed is not being accepted or approved. Majority of my items here are being approved, so that's good news, but we want to work on these last few 40 or so products that are not approved so that they can all be approved. Okay, now we're going to skip over API diagnostics. That's something for developers to mainly use. If we go into the feeds section, once you have your data feed prepped, whether it's an Excel CSV file, an XML file, whatever it is, you will add it here by clicking the plus data feed. You will have an information such as if you want to do a standard upload or a test upload to see what the results are. Choose the feed type. We're going to put online product inventory update if you want to update your product feed because your quantities are changing or your certain products are gone, certain products are added, or you could do just a straight products, a new one. And if you look here, it actually provides you, please review our feed specification and policies before creating your feed. Very important so you don't get suspended and so that your products perform and get approved. So these links are available in the written lecture, but you can always click here to get them, send them to your webmaster. Select your target country, pretty straightforward. Give your feed a name. I'm just going to put test here, hit continue. Now, you can actually use Google Sheets, which is great. It's essentially a Google online CSV file that you can apply the certain headers for each column and then put the values in each cell below it on the rows so that each product can have a field and a value for each required attribute. There are some required attributes and some that are not required. So you'll have to get familiar with the specification requirements and the feed requirements on the Google AdWords support page in order to get this going. You can do scheduled fetches or just regular uploads. So you can choose whatever you'd like. If you want to do regular uploads just manually, or if you want to schedule it so that it pulls from a certain location like a dynamically generated product feed on an XML page of your website, and then hit continue. What is the name of the file? And then click on manually upload the file now, select the file and hit save. And that's basically all you would need to do. Once it's there, you're going to be able to click on it and basically fetch now if it's something that's online that can be fetched like an XML file. For example, this one is, and it's on the website at all times. And you can change the scheduling settings here. You can change the target, the delimiter, and the enable this feed for shopping feature here. And you can also, in the feed section, upload other product feeds or fetch the current ones. So that's useful to know. The products tab will basically show you all of your products and if they're eligible for shopping or not with a check mark or a little red circle with a dash through it here. So kind of some good stuff that you can work with here. The promotions tab will basically allow you to create promotions that show up on the shopping feed network, such as get a free accessory when you purchase this item. So you can kind of put little call outs on your products, which is pretty helpful to help improve that CTR. To set them up, you do have to basically get familiar with the merchant promotions policy requirements to ensure that your product feed has that promotional column inside of it. And you can give it a promo ID, such as a title, is basically what it is for your spreadsheet or your product feed's main heading or category, what you will call it, and select the country, give it a title, and then an effective date range here so that your promotion can work. You can use redemption codes and choose whether or not to apply it to all products or specific products. So that's good to know. The assortment report shows you the most popular products on Google that you're not advertising. Popularity is based on data from the last 14 days. This is kind of something that is a little bit new that will allow you to see what products you're not advertising and kind of give you some recommendations. The settings tab will basically show you everything that you set up in the beginning. Keep in mind you will have to enter some tax and shipping information in order for your account to be created. So you will have to, if this particular client's not charging tax in the United States because they sell products that are not taxable, you will have to set up your shipping methods, and you will want to then go to AdWords to ensure that your shopping campaign is created and to link your Google AdWords account. So essentially when you click on this, you'll be able to put the customer ID of your Google AdWords account, which you just pull that up. It's always at the top right-hand corner of your screen if you drill down into your account. So I'm going to go into my account here. Top right-hand corner is my customer ID. I'm sorry, here's my client ID because I'm an MCC, multi-client account. And this is my manager ID. So essentially, I will have to provide my client ID here and then hit send link request. When that happens, you will get a notification and email that says you've been requested to link Google Merchant account to your AdWords account, and you'll have to accept it. Now, once all this is done, what you'll need to do is then go into your Google AdWords account, create new campaign, click on shopping, and from here, you'll be able to then give it a title, load settings from existing if you want to load those scheduling and location settings, leave shopping here. So obviously, you want it to be a shopping. You can uncheck this or leave it checked. I would recommend not including search partners so you could stick with Google and know that Google is the only traffic source you're working with. Devices, always going to show on all by default. Locations, same option as regular search campaigns to choose from. Create multiple combinations of exclusions and included locations or just the United States, whatever you want to do there. And the bid strategy, which we went over, you can choose manually set bids, or you can use some sort of a flexible bid strategy if you'd like. Keep in mind, a lot of the flexible bid strategies that you use for search campaigns may not apply for shopping campaigns. The default bid you will want to enter here as a default, which you can then customize as you start building out your account. Put your per day budget here, or choose a shared library budget, and then hit save and continue. I'm going to just put 0.01, 0.01, and just manually set my bids for now. United States. And I'm going to go ahead and hit save and continue. Oh. Please select, learn how to link your accounts. Let's see here. Merchant account, learn how to link. Okay, so I have to link my account first. So I will have to before going through this step, guys, I apologize. Just simply go to the account settings here gear on the top right. So internet's a little slow. Once this loads up, we should have a linked accounts section here on the left. From here, click on Merchant Center, and you will see that your account's linked as long as you follow through with this process that I didn't do because this is a different account. This is a test account. So once you have that link, you'll be able to proceed to the next step, which will basically have a fresh account, a fresh campaign started with nothing in it. And you know, if your product feed is approved, at that point, you'll be able to start building your product groups, which are essentially the same thing as ad groups, and begin to control your or structure your shopping campaign. We're not there. This video lecture was strictly for prepping your data feed and setting up your merchant account. So hope to see you guys soon in the next video recap lecture where we'll explain how to build your campaign out, create those product groups, and optimize it so that it performs really nicely. Thanks for sticking in, guys. Until next time, bye now.